Hi everyone, it's Nisha. So today I'm quite excited because Zara came out with a foundation and a concealer. I'm always a bit, clothing company coming out with makeup, but I haven't tried the foundation for a while now, so I thought, let's give it a go. I had no idea that they did makeup at all. I shop at Zara, but I only look at the clothes and shoes. So I got the foundation and concealer. I really love the packaging, white. Don't know if you can see that Zara, sort of foiled Zara here. I love the shape, the color is on here. Then the bottle is glass. I like the shape of the bottle. Can you see? It's like when you stand it up, my hand is not very flat, but can you see it sort of leans to one side. It doesn't fall over. But yeah, it's very nice, simple, clean packaging. It has a pump that locks. I've never used this before. Today is first time I'm applying it with you. Now the colors. It comes in 51 shades. That is amazing. And they have neutral, cool and golden. So I went for neutral and 925. So if you go onto Zara's website, they do like a color match. And after that, they will give you 3 options. So I think I chose medium and I chose neutral, and they gave me 3 options. The one in the middle was the one they recommend, and then they do slightly lighter as a choice or slightly darker. So I went for the slightly lighter than what they recommended, because I'd rather my foundation to be a bit too light than it being too dark. And as you can see, obviously when you see me applying it, I didn't know what the shade was going to be like, but I think I've done really well with choosing this shade. There isn't much that they really say about this foundation. They just say that it is soft matte and it lasts 12 hours. That's basically all the information on the website about this foundation. Now the concealer I think comes in 32 or 33 shades. Again, the same box. Glass packaging, the same shape. It has a doe foot applicator, which is nice and bendy. And I chose mine. I thought I could have chosen slightly lighter one, but to be honest, for this shade of foundation is fine. Mine is in neutral again, 915. So in the winter this would be too dark for me, but right now this is fine. Okay, let's go to the application. I hope this color is okay. It looks okay. It looks quite good. It's quite thick and creamy. It's running slightly. Wow, I think I've done really good with the color. Oh, this has a really good coverage. Wow, I didn't expect that. Wow. Straight first impressions. I'm liking it. This is really pretty. Right, that wasn't even one pump. It's so hard because like I squeezed tiny bit, and I think this is gonna be too much for my forehead, this bit. Wow, this is gorgeous. I'm going to pat it in with slightly damp sponge just to make sure. I think if you use it with a sponge, you probably get a bit less coverage because, you know, the sponge will absorb a bit of the foundation. But I like to pat it afterward just in case I have too much somewhere. Okay, I like it. Let's do the concealer. I thought it would be too dark, but maybe for this color of foundation. Oh, I like the applicator. It's very bendy. Can you see? Therefore, you can't really apply too much. Right, let's see what this is like. Very thick as well. It's not very runny. Very creamy, but quite thick. Okay, the coverage of this one, I wouldn't say it's a full coverage, but it's good enough for me. It's melted right in. Put a bit more here and just a bit on my nose. I probably could do with slightly lighter color. Like in the winter this will be too dark. But again, I haven't done bad choosing it online. You know, that could be a nightmare. I like the tone of it. I'm glad I got neutral because yellow, golden might be too yellow. Now I think if you've got a lot of texture in your skin, which I don't, because I don't have oily skin, the most texture I have on my forehead and usually a bit around here, around my mouth. But if you have a lot of texture, big pores, I think this might enhance them a bit because it is such a full coverage foundation, but it is not cakey by any means. And also, what I've applied was quite a lot. Well, it wasn't a lot, but you obviously need much less to get the coverage. And if you wanted less coverage, just do it not with a brush, but damp sponge. Right, let me zoom you in before I powder it so you can see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. I think it looks good, don't you? Can you see I've got like texture on my forehead? I've got these deep wrinkles. I like it. I am so surprised. I never have much, you know, hope for makeup companies that do skincare, or skincare companies that do makeup, or clothing companies that do a makeup, but I am quite impressed by this one. Okay, I'm going to powder. I'm gonna use my Sigma Soft Focus powders, Vanilla Bean under my eyes, because I have been using these powders since I got them and I quite like them. To my eyebrows. This foundation is not even that tacky. It does have a nice soft matte. It's not very matte, but it's not luminous either. It's very natural, I would say. And then I will set the rest of my face with the honey. This powder is so good. It hasn't really added any bulk or more coverage. So let me zoom you again. So here it is set. Well, I am very impressed. Let me go and finish my makeup. I will come back and we will see what it looks like when everything else is done. Right, so I finished my makeup. It's just my usual uniform. I just have the Sigma bronzer in dark on my eyes, and on my lips I have Lancome Ideal lip liner and Dance Floor Princess lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. So I am pretty impressed with this foundation. I will wear it all day, and if I don't have the time, because I'm a bit busy today, to come back and check in with you, I will write everything in the description box. I will tell you how it wore. The same with the concealer. The concealer is looking really good. It hasn't creased. It looks really smooth. I am really impressed by this foundation, and I'm very happy with the color as well. So first impressions, amazing, but we will see how it wears throughout the day. So if I don't come back, please check the description box. I will write it all down there. So I am back. It's 4 o'clock, so it has been 6 hours and I haven't touched up. I've just been for a walk with Louis and it's very, very humid. I would say I probably have a slight glow. What you see here, that's not foundation, that's my blush that has glow to it. If you want to check for glow, you need to look at my forehead and my chin. That's where I get glowy. Have a look. After about 3 hours, I took the camera outside and filmed this foundation outside after 3 hours of wear. So have a look at that. I think it looked really nice outside as well. It looked nice and smooth. I was really happy with it, with how it looked outside. I haven't touched up. Also, I am not the person that touches her face all the time, so sorry about that. So my makeup doesn't really come off, you know, like sometimes, well, I probably sometimes sit like this, but I haven't. So anyway, let me have a look. I think this foundation looks lovely. It maybe got tiny bit glowy on my chin, not so much on my forehead. Hasn't come off anywhere, hasn't changed color. It looks lovely. I'm on my vlogging camera, so let me zoom you in. So here is what this foundation looks like. Can you see my chin is a bit shiny? So, final verdict, I'm very happy with it. Of course I haven't worn it for 12 hours, but I wouldn't anyway. I will be taking my makeup off in a couple of hours. That's what I do. But I feel that if my makeup looks this good after 6 hours, it probably would look good for another 4 hours. So I am very happy with it, very, very surprised and amazed that Zara did such a good foundation. By the way, this foundation is not that expensive. I think it's about £14. So similar, I would say, to L'Oreal. Maybe L'Oreal is a bit cheaper. So the price is not too bad at all. So all in all, I really, really like it. And I love the color. I honestly got the color perfect, and that's with me having a bit of fake tan on, but it will be easier for me if I want to use this foundation in the winter. I will know more and less to go shade or two lighter. Okay, my lovelies, so these were my first impressions of Zara Foundation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and stay fabulous. Bye.